All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Marshals and the Orlando Wizards. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Express. Later one. 26.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I'm coming. 29. 29. Hey, exit. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the run. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I got wide. 26. 734.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the out. One, later one. Switch.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Check 56. Hey, check 26. Pick it up. Over here. Check Whip. Watch the whip. Shit.
On first down, Rodgers. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
26. At the 47-yard line. Hey, 88.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. James has got it. Complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Rodgers to throw for on 4th. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Touchdown! Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the sequence do. Check. First down. Protein spill.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Inside. Bang.
They run it with Balaj. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Rodgers now to throw. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Watch out.
They'll run here with Balazs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34. Okay, double. Kill. Deuce.
Now it's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point is supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Check hot.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
Here's Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
No. 18. 26. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check curls. 34's the Mike. 34.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, flag. Slam.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
26 Mike. All day.
Hey, orbit.
26 Mike. 808. Ready?
From the 24, Carr trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, open man is Uzama. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Watch the screen.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, right there. 54.
Here we go.
Balaj. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. And the San Antonio first down.
Kelly. We are going.
44. Check 24. Tighten up.
Right now. You got 58.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
319.
Check. Watch 54. Better.
Right left.
You better bring.
Back one.
You better bring. Slam.
Get up.
Rodgers now on 1st down. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Switch. Check 99. Check 99.
For the 50.
Check right.
Over here. Scan 300. Scan 300.
Jim.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
I got it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike, 36.
93.
6. Here we go. Watch 36. 36.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Get that.
618.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. They can't hang with us. Shoot. Check.
On 1st down, Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Carr. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Complete. Richardson has it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a San Antonio 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
26.
5. 54's Mike. Check.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
258.
Here we go. Check 13.
All right.
Check 43.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
White left.
Check 3. No. Spawn. No.
Right. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Express.
Staying open.
Now Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Express. Express. Go, go.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
694.
Son, you gonna see me in your nightmares.
Here we go on fourth down with Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Man, keep these tracks. Let's go.
Check 4, check 4. Check 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Kill.
Hey, black.
Watch the twist.
Inside. Flip it down.
To throw is Rodgers. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Hey, Haywood!
Carr will try it again on second down. This one complete to Ingram. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage, throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
36 to Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, Delta!
Mike, 36.
Express.
36. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Watch 36.
You're mine.
Double.
Hey! High 7!
OP.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 49 yards. Carr to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, it's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Smooth.
36. Mike, 36.
Watch the run. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Watch the pass.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Switch. He's coming again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, exit.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man is Uzama. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And the San Antonio first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Rodgers.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by Dexter McDonald.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah,
and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
36 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike, 36.
6-18.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, foxtrot.
D-line, get that quarterback.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey,
Heavy.
check 24.
To throw again. Carr. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check. Check safety.
Carr now on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr going to throw. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Hey, shoot.
Mike,
into the red zone. It's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, let's
Go, go.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got you.
One final try now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And